Top of the hour, the Rick and Bubba Show. We're back, 877 Weeby Big. Thank you for being with us. Welcome all of you now viewing on Turner South. Bubba's sick, is not with us this morning. Hopefully it is not the full-blown flu, but it doesn't look good. And we wish him well and a speedy recovery. Time for the top of the hour song. Everybody sticking together now. Who's ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Who's ready? Who's ready?
We ready.
Here we go.
It's time to get up in the morning. Yeah. Drink my coffee, hurry up. I got to get to work on time.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hear the whistle. See a train rolling down the track. See you later, hurry back out of my way. Hey, got to get to work on time.
Hey, hey, hey. Everybody singing together now. Here we go.
Oh, my muscles getting big and hot. I be sweating like a pig. Got to hurry, scurry. Got to get to work on time.
Who's got taxes, Rick?
Go back to lunch chair, working overtime. After taxes, barely make a dime. Punch your clock in. Yeah! Got to get to work on time.
Time for our national anthem.
Got to get to work on time.
The hour, Faith Hill with our national anthem this morning. The Rick and Bubba Show. How are you? Welcome back. Speedy, Don Juan, Blair and Karen, Hobie, all with us here this morning. Of course, Alan, don't call me Elvis Peacock, closed circuit for you on television, closed caption, I should say. And Christopher Columbus switching for Media Visions, showing you the pictures on Turner South as we get back. Update you on where we are. Those of you that don't get us on radio, just joining us on television. Bubba's sick. He's not here. Feeling a little rough this morning, so he's going to work on that, try his best to get back with us. Hopefully he doesn't have this horrible flu that is sweeping the country, but it doesn't look good. Cassio and Megan, his new lady, had dinner at the Bussies last night. We'll try to talk to Cassio about that when he rolls in here later. Earlier this morning on radio, it was brought to our attention that a radio show out of Cullman, Alabama, that the husband and wife team that we've known for years and thought we had developed a friendship here with, and we've kind of been at odds and friends, and then
You've had your feelings hurt, Rick. Just say it.
Well, it hurts my feelings. I thought me and Rusty were, we were tied. I didn't know that Rusty hated us, but he does. And called me a prostitute on their show yesterday for some sponsor we endorse that he doesn't like.
He heard you doing a live endorsement spot and commenting.
Well, it's hurtful, is what it is.
Well, you know what? That might be a compliment to your live spots.
Yeah, it may be, and you know, probably you could buy 4 of theirs for what one of ours costs, but I won't get in because that's
yeah, we're
prideful.
Not gonna do all that.
Listen, that's prideful, and it's wrong for me to go that way. But anyway, so it's called the Rusty and D, and they so what we've done is gone Rick and Bubba old school on them since Bubba's not here. You know, and it used to be that if you came after us, we'd shut your phones down where you couldn't take calls without it being somebody from Rick and Bubba. Now understand this: you need to tell the call screener, and he's a rookie. This shouldn't be very tough.
Right.
Is just tell him, they've been talking about this Canadian woman who called American. I can't say this on the show.
No, you can't.
But anyway, when the cameras were cut off, people kept the cameras rolling in Ottawa, and Carolyn Parrish was speaking to reporters and about the the deal with Iraq, and she said, DAMN Americans.
Mm-hmm.
I hate those
blank,
and she used the B word for what should be an illegitimate child.
Right.
Okay, so, and she called us that. What I love is she's told, when everybody asked her about that, she said, that was a private conversation, but that's not how I really feel. Now
that's where you really show how you feel.
Yeah.
when you don't know the camera's wrong.
She's a liberal. What's MP stand for in Canada?
Military police?
Is she,
I don't think she... Well, that does stand for that, Karen. You're right, but
she's the something...
I think she's the Deputy Prime Minister. No.
Why would it be MP? What does that mean?
MPs should know better. Now that's...
I don't
know either,
The Prime Minister's office at Paris does not speak for the government of Canada.
Now, they need to be careful what they say when they call in, too, because if you say, let me talk to Russ and D, like, any good call screener's not going to put you on when you say, let me.
Karen,
so,
we're talking, I know you're dealing with a national, you're dealing with a national syndicated show. We're talking about...
You're right, they are just a
Come on.
Coleman station.
Yeah.
So anyway, so is that what that stands for in Canada, too?
Well, but she doesn't, Carolyn Parrish, she doesn't look like an MP, Rick. If you looked at her right there, does she look like a military policeman?
No, she doesn't. And I'm not trying to talk about, she does have she's a little butch looking, though.
Yeah.
But
she kind of looks like maybe your aunt.
Yeah, the aunt that you were scared of.
Right.
Not my personal aunt.
No, that lives out of town and you only see her once a year.
Right.
And you hear stories about her all year.
Right. So that's what they're talking about. And see, this is where I wish we had Rusty. He would know what MP meant in Canada.
That's
because he's so smart. Because he's incredibly intelligent. He's an intelligent man. Heck, he's like a doctor or something, I think.
He is.
So anyway, we hate that happened this morning, but we are shutting their phones down at 205-941-1011. Just a little Rick and Bubba old school. The Army hadn't done, we kind of look at like maneuvers, get ready for some bigger wars.
Right.
So 205-941-1011.
They just need to feel the strength of the show. I guess that's all we're saying.
Yeah. So have some fun.
But be nice. Y'all don't,
Yeah, don't reduce yourself to their level. She's a member of Parliament.
There you go.
The Canadians. It's so funny because you hear this, and really what they don't understand, at any time, if we felt like it, we could annex all of Canada as the northern United States, if we wanted to.
Yeah.
And without us, what could they...
I love her spin on it, though. I'll have to give it to her.
Here's what I love. Now, what I say on camera is how I really feel. What I'm telling my friend over in the corner is not my true feelings.
She made comments in the heat of the moment, she says, in private.
Right, but that's not how she really feels.
No. Of American people.
Look, Carolyn, if you hate us and just...
no, here's what's so funny,
Just call it.
Rick.
Just call it.
No, not only did she say that, she said, my comments do not reflect my personal opinion of American people.
You know what I love about that is really if you just took Carolyn Parrish's name away and put Rusty Fine's name in the place and put us in the place of America, we've been through the same thing.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what Rusty is? He's a Canadian.
Right. Our first hour that we dealt with a lot today.
We have, and see Bubba not being here.
We got to play the voice message again, too.
Listen to this. Mr. Rogers has died at 74. Bubba is home terribly sick.
Right.
I mean, I'm talking about with the flu. He's not. He feels like he's dying.
Right.
Rusty Fine is like bashing us.
Now, his wife called you an idiot, too.
Yeah, but his wife is sweet. She don't know any better.
I know. She's just trying to make him
She don't know any better.
Right.
She's trying to follow what her husband wants her to do. She's, bless her heart. I mean, she's sweet, she's kind, and she's always been very loving. We all know that. But Rusty's he's just mean. I mean, he's mean-spirited. And I, you know what? We need to pray for Rusty.
You're right.
He's not happy. He's bitter. And I understand it. If I was him at his age, seeing what we've accomplished and then compared to what he's accomplished in radio, I'd be mad too. It's not like I don't understand it. just hate to see him lash out like some kind of hurt dog.
You're right.
You know, do you follow me?
Yes.
And like I've said, I mean, I'm 2 floors up. Anytime, if he's upset with me and doesn't like what I'm doing, he can always just come up here and tell me. I don't see why we have to drag our audiences into this. Why does Rusty Fine hate me? When did it start?
I don't know. It bothers me too. Because I'm always, you know, I'm really the one that interacts with most. I mean, y'all don't get me wrong.
What have I ever done
a lot
to
of times
Rusty Fine?
I'm the gatekeeper, so I'm the one that sees you in the hall and all. And I'm always approached and just so, I mean, they're just so kind to me, you know. And then to hear this, it just kind of, it's like, you know.
Now, I heard that they were a little bit tore up because Sean Hannity's been on the show so many times. And they've
well, then be mad at Sean. Don't be mad at me. Heck, that's Bubba's friend. Be mad at Bubba.
And they specifically said Rick Burgess. They did not say Bubba at all.
Well, no, they like Bubba. Everybody does. Rusty Fine.
All you.
Yeah. Heck, I don't know what I've ever done.
I guess you did a good live spot.
I hugged them when they staggered up to us at Bruno's.
That's another thing. The senior PGA Tour comes through town, and Bubba and I always play in the Pro-Am, and Rick rides along, and, you know, we take listeners out. We're going to do that again this year, by the way, and they come, they live right on...
They live in the richest part of town.
Right, and they come out...
They're very wealthy, they're elitist, they're extremely intelligent.
They walk, they
sit up on their veranda, and, you know...
They're part of the gallery for that one hole.
Sipping on gin and juice.
And when we walk by them, normally I'm walking into the yard to get my ball because I've hit it somewhere other than the fairway. And then they'll hang out with us and tell us how much. Now, wearing leather when it's 85, that's tough. But
am I right or wrong? Did they not come out of the yard and hug us and talk about how much they liked us?
That's what I'm saying, Rick.
I mean, there was some slurring, but I'm almost sure that's what they said. Rusty hugged me. Our bodies touched. He hugged me. I held him up for a minute, straightened him up, and they headed back to the veranda. Did that happen? So what is this?
I don't know.
See, in this deal, he should be mad at the advertiser if he didn't like that advertiser. He should be mad at Sean Hannity if he's mad about that. Why is he mad? What have I done to Rusty Fine? Say. What's your
I don't know, but see, it started when we...
And I hate that he's dragging Dee into it, because Dee likes me, and she knows she does.
When we first came to Birmingham, before we were really ever syndicated, I think we had one station. We were with their same company, and we were literally next door to them. And things would always come up missing or misplaced, and we always gave them the benefit of the doubt. No, people need to know.
Don't dig that back up. That's behind us. That's
and
forgiven.
We tried so hard to bridge that gap, and I thought we did. I thought we did. And then we left the company and came over here, and then they stayed over there, and then we kept hearing rumors, and then now they're in the same building, but the tower that they're on is in Coleman, Alabama, which is 45 minutes north of Birmingham. And we see them a lot, and they're always so nice. And then we hear them say things on the air.
Well, you know what it is? It's hurtful. And the thing that he's dragging Dee into it, that's what bothers me, because Dee likes me.
Punked you out, too, Dee. You know, Dee'll go thug quick.
Oh, I'm talking about Dee Fine.
I'm talking about Dee, what he said about Dee.
Don Juan DeMarco, our guy? Did they talk about R.D.? Did they really? Well, that's just wrong. He's just a young man. Try to make his way. You don't think it's a...
No.
Okay. Well, I'm looking under every rock. Because when somebody starts acting dark, you got to look up over in the corner in the shadows and turn some rocks up.
No,
well,
it's not because
that that way.
I'm looking.
Not because of that.
I'm just looking.
Look, hey, whenever that... Can I tell you something real quick about Dee? Whenever that left eyebrow goes up, watch out.
They talked about me. No, I hugged Dee in the hallway. I mean, a couple of days ago.
I know.
And I thought there was some
You know what? I've gone back to Lion King where Pumbaa, or whoever it is, who's the boar? Which one's the boar? You talking to me?
Yeah.
When you
that's Pumbaa. Pumbaa. Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah. You talking to me?
Let me tell you this. I want y'all to know this, because I want you to be careful.
Talking?
And today was an example. If either one of the Fines that do this show hug you in these halls, you might want to watch for the knife going in your back. Hey, how y'all doing?
You talking about Gladiator to us?
That's fine.
Thought we was tight.
Look, they got to live with
What's the number again, Rick?
205-941-1011. Star 1011 if you're on what?
Star 101 if you're with Singular Wireless, and it's a local call, and they're located.
Well, it's hurtful. I got to move on. There's other things to talk about.
Yeah, let's go. Come on now.
I mean, we're trying to act like Dan Rather didn't interview Saddam Hussein on TV last night.
Sure.
All right, we'll get back. 877 We Be Big's our number. Good morning. We're back 20 minutes past the hour of the Rick and Bubba show. We have no Bubba today. He is sick and away.
It sounded awful too, y'all.
Under attack from a local radio show. Here's the thing, and I, because I've been in these battles with other shows many times. We've been doing this, a number of years.
Yeah.
And if I could just give some advice to Rusty and D, does it bother you when we're having some fun, somebody's dogging you, they don't like you, and you hear the things they're saying, you go, that's really not the route you should go, you're really making a mistake here?
Yeah.
If I could, since I've been doing this for a long time and been in these battles back and forth, if I could give some advice to Rusty and D, this is this morning show in Coleman. Here's the thing. What they should be doing, because they're on the air now saying that our ratings are in the toilet, which is laughable in the area that where we're number one, and they've been to a new station, so you really can't rank them yet. But I think the closest they've ever been to us is something like number 11 or something like that.
18 or something.
What they should be doing, and this is a clear mistake, and Rusty is so smart, he should know this, okay? Because, he's a brilliant man.
Mm-hmm.
They should be making fun of the restaurant going under.
Yeah, that's a good point, Rick.
I mean, go with something that people can actually go, well, that's right. See, if you claim that our ratings are no good in the area they're on, I mean, that's laughable. I mean, we've been number one for, 4 years, 24 books in a row. Or
something weird like that.
Something like that. So don't do that. What you need to do is you can make fun of us being rednecks. That's always a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Make fun of us being
fat. Even though it's used a lot.
Yeah, make fun of us being fat. It's not original, but you can...
You can still go with it.
And you should clearly make fun of the restaurant going under.
Yeah.
That's what you should be talking about. So I'm just trying to give them some advice.
Now they're saying we can settle it by calling them.
Well, but then,
really, what's there to settle? We know what they said.
Well, here's the problem.
I mean...
Here's the problem with that. Then what happens is you put them on our show, and then they can come back and say, hey, they broadcast us without our permission, and then try to hang that on us. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Look, I've been on the bait and switch. Y'all, I'm not new to this. I didn't start this. Rusty called me a prostitute. If he wants to come up here and sitting in here on the show, I don't want to put their show on our show, because then they could hold that over our head, because you're not supposed to do that.
Right.
If he wants to come up, sit down on mic 3, and he and I have a discussion, I'd be happy to do that.
Right. And two, one of their big misconceptions is right now they're probably thinking that this is good publicity for them.
It is.
But you got to understand though, your show has to be good enough to keep everybody.
Right. No.
Now come on. Yeah, we might be talking about you this morning, but
well, that's the thing.
So you got to keep everybody if that's what you think.
Well, radio goobs always say that. I've never believed in that school. See, again, this is that elitist attitude that I'm trying to help them with. They assume that listeners don't know other shows are on the air.
Right.
Have you ever been around radio people? Radio people think, well, if we don't mention other shows, nobody will know they're on. Like, people don't scan up down the dial looking for stuff. People know what shows are on. They're not stupid. And they know their show's on if they live in an area where they can pick it up out of Coleman, and they know that we're on. They know that John Boy and Billy's on. They know that, you name it. Bob and Sherry, whatever in your area shows are on. You know what all shows are on.
Right.
You're not stupid. So
and you go to the ones that you like the best.
You go the one you like the best. So just because that maybe some people are hearing about their show that may not have known, they still have to be a good enough show to keep them. And no offense, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Right.
I don't live in fear that Rusty and D are going to steal listeners from me.
No.
That's never been something that's kept me up at night and made me toss and turn. Frank Giardina, we have the latest ratings, since they said our ratings were in the toilet. Let's see, the last ratings that came out, we were number 1.
Okay.
With a 16.3 in the area that they're in, which that would be the Birmingham Metro. Is Coleman in Birmingham Metro? Well, do they even get in these ratings?
And if you go to...
Do you have Coleman ratings? Now, here's the thing. You're wrong on this, Frank. They're not even... this is it. Okay. We were number 1 with a 16.3. They were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Number 13. Actually tied for 12. Let me be clear. Tied for 12th with a 3.1. So that's the facts.
Yeah. And two, you can go to, and I'll do it now, www.wbmag.com radio-locator.com, and then it'll give you a bunch of different things, and then punch in the zip code of 35209, and then all of the stations will come up, and you'll see that WYDE is a Coleman, Alabama station.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I have family in Coleman.
And we've had some callers calling in saying that they don't...
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Hobie. Hobie! What's up?
We've had some callers calling in from Coleman, and they said they really don't want to be associated with it. They would rather us not say that the towers in Coleman.
Yeah. Well, it's a sad day for Coleman.
Yeah.
And
hurting them.
And I mean, looks like Rusty wouldn't be caught driving through Coleman now.
Home of American Classics, by the way.
Yeah, that's where our merchandise.
I wonder how the Brown brothers are feeling.
Well, they don't like it. Well, here's the thing. Again, if Rusty wants me to talk to him, you know, this was that, we will talk. But I think we should talk in private and work this out, you know, because I'm hurt by it. I've been attacked, and I don't know why, and we'll discuss it.
Yeah, because you know, Russ and D, you guys initiated this.
Well, we'll discuss it man to man, and if he wants to come be a guest on this show, he's welcome.
You want me to set it up right after the show?
We'll set it up now. Why don't you go see if he wants to come up? Well, they're doing. When's their show over? Are we still on when they're over?
Yeah. Actually, we got an hour.
See if he'd like to come up in the last hour, and we'll talk about it on the show.
Okay. All right.
Because if we broadcast their show, then we're open.
What's that number again?
205-941-1011.
1011. All right.
All right, we'll come back because I know that, and this is kind of a tribute to him, too. I know Rusty's a big turkey hunter. And we'll come back, and we've got some world champion turkey callers that will be with us here this morning. We'll also...
Hey, this is Speedy. Can I speak to Rusty, please?
We'll get back, and also still to come on the program, some other things that we will cover. I know we got some phone calls, too, but stick around. We'll come right back. Turkey callers in the studio.